What is up, everyone? Welcome back to Across the Board, sponsored by MoneyBall Metrics. You have your two normal hosts, myself, Alpha Dog Bets, here with JD from Line Movers. But before we get started, today's a very special day. A big happy birthday, JD. You turned 21 today. Big day. Excited for you to get your first legal drink. How are you today, brother? And a big happy birthday.
Well, yes, man. Thank you very much there. Yes, today's my first legal drink. I am very pumped up for actually that. But yeah, man, like everything's good though. As far as the day, I'm not really sure what it even is. We left and came to Michigan. I believe we left Sunday night, um, and actually got here early in the morning on actually Monday, and it's just kind of been a blur since then. So. Yeah.
There we go. And JD, the chat is here. Nick Castrucci wishing you a happy birthday. Happy Tuesday to you, Mr. Nick. Aiden, happy birthday. A great beard for a 21-year-old. He's actually had a beard since he was 11 years old. It's a crazy story with JD. Joe, one of our guys, is saying happy birthday, Big Dog. And Bill Norman, of course, who's always here, saying happy birthday, JD. We appreciate all you guys wishing JD a happy birthday. Even more than that, we appreciate every single one of you for being here with us every day, talking sports and enjoying Across the Board, sponsored by MoneyBall Metrics. Well, JD, we have a lot we have to do today. But first, let's go into our recap. How did you do on Monday? I know we didn't have a show yesterday, but how did you do overall?
Good, man. Monday was a very good day for me. In the Monday Night Football game, we were on the over. So that Chargers touchdown late there was actually very nice for us. Yeah, college basketball was a good day. As far as the NBA, we were on the over in the Hawks and Mavs game. I believe that was at 238, and that one still flew like way over that one. So that was really nice.
We love to hear it. My big play yesterday was the Ravens minus the 2.5. We won that comfortably. So a good day for me. And JD, I'm excited to dive in today where we're going to be breaking down some college basketball. You are the college basketball GOAT. It is your birthday, so we all know you have all the good vibes, all the good luck coming your way today. So let's not waste anybody's time. Let's start breaking down what the people are here for, which is going to be the college basketball slate. First game we are going to be going over is going to be the Oregon versus Texas A&M game. Oregon coming into this game 5-0. They've looked fantastic this year. They've been beating all their opponents pretty handedly. They had one overtime game, but they ended up winning that game by 10. On the other side, Texas A&M has had some tougher opponents, I'd say, than Oregon. They did lose their opening game against UCF 64-61, but since then they have won all four of their games, looking impressive doing so. JD, what do you got for this game?
Yeah, man, we'll just as you start out with, man, today's slate is a great slate. We could probably came on here and talked about 15 games. Yeah, today's slate of basketball game for me is just it's just so great.
Absolutely.
But this game here, this is a neutral site game. I believe this one is in Vegas. And as far as this actually like A&M team, we talked about them in their very first game. That was versus UCF. And we actually bet against them. And I believe we got, if I can remember correctly, I think it was UCF like +6. But for that spot, for their first game of the year, for it to be a true road game, and then actually versus versus a UCF team that I think was going to be good. That was just a really tough spot. That was a close game, but they actually did lose that one. But since then, they've been playing really, really well.
Absolutely.
I believe they played Ohio State. I believe that was 2 games ago, and they easily actually won there. And then on the other side here, Oregon, I believe, is 5-0. But you have to look at it and see like who have they played.
Yep, exactly.
They really haven't played actually anybody yet. So for them, this is their first real test here. You know what? Just from numbers here, I actually make this line as far as like A&M at actually -7.
Really?
So I'm way off here. I gave this out to clients this like morning at actually A&M at actually -2.5. Looks like you can still get -3s, and I still like that just fine.
Big news, JD. You can still get 2.5 on FanDuel. That's exactly what
Okay,
I have it at a
there you
minus
go.
120. And that's exactly what I played as well. So I'm glad to hear that the model has it the same way as you said it does, because I'm all over Texas A&M in this spot. I think they will have a big performance. They are the more complete team. And you said it perfectly. Oregon really hasn't played anybody. They've struggled a little bit too. In their last game at Oregon State, they did only win by 3. They went to overtime against Portland, which is not a good team. On the other side, we really did see Texas A&M take it to Ohio State. They beat them by double digits, and they've had a couple impressive wins. So I'm all over Texas A&M as well. I think they will have a big performance here. Give me the Aggies by the 2.5 at minus 120. Before we keep it moving to the next game, let's check out the comments, see what we have going on here. Feast week from Hottie Toddy. Absolutely. We love Turkey Week. J-Bo, who's here every single episode, saying happy birthday, JD. We appreciate you, brother. Tar Heel, who is here. I'm sure he's very excited for one of the games we're going to be talking about tonight. He loves talking about Duke, so I can promise Tar Heel we'll get to your favorite team tonight. Diamond Dog, don't get me started. Don't get me started. Rutgers losing to Kennesaw State absolutely ruined my weekend. Not from a betting perspective. I don't bet on Rutgers in any sport. As a fan perspective, ruined my freaking weekend watching that Rutgers-Kennesaw game. Logan is here saying, let's go Ravens. Let's go, Logan. Big win last night. We love it. And KO locks our guy Spencer. We knew he would be excited to talk about Nebraska. They are going bowling. They're going dancing. So maybe they'll see Rutgers again. Who knows? Maybe we'll get a little matchup there, Spencer. That would be a ton of fun. Let's keep it moving, JD, to the second game we're breaking down today, which to me is actually my favorite game of the day. We have Houston, the Cougars, 6th in the nation, taking on Alabama Crimson Tide, who are 9th in the nation. Both teams have a loss on the year. Houston lost to Auburn on the 9th, which is looking like a better and better loss, as Auburn had a monster win over Iowa State last night. On the other side, Alabama did lose a 9-point game to Purdue. But after that game, they bounced back against Illinois, who's a very good team, and beat them 100-87. JD, to me, this is the best game we have on the slate. What do you got?
Yeah, this should be a really good game. This is another neutral site game. I believe this one is in Vegas also. These teams are as different as you could possibly get. You have a team who wants to run and shoot a ton of threes. And the Bama, as far as their defense, is and then on the other side, as far as actually Houston goes, they actually want to slow it down. As far as defense, they are great. They're just great on actually that side of the ball year after year. Thing though for this season, as far as on the other side of the ball, they are being or they are extremely good. As far as in 3-pointers, they're actually ranked number 1 currently. For me, this is another line where I really don't even have it close. Bama, a lot of this game is going to depend on them and actually their threes. It's just like, are they going to hit threes? They're actually going to go actually up against the defense here. That's going to be really tough. I just think this matchup it favors Houston, just like in a ton of ways here. This is a game I could see being close though. So I'm going to play Houston, but I'm going to play them on the money line, and I'm going to pair that with actually like another game that I believe that actually we are going to talk about next.
All right, so more to come. Excuse me, more to come on JD's picks here. Unfortunately, JD, I am going to be on the other side of you. I do think Houston's going to struggle with the size of Alabama, in particular with Cliff Omarui, former Rutgers center, is fantastic on the interior defense. He's also fantastic at rebounding. When you take a look at the leading rebounder per game for Houston, it's Jay Tugler. Joseph Tugler is only 6'8". He's a sophomore, but he's a little undersized for a forward. And going up against Cliff Omarui, who's a true 6'11", who I believe has one of the largest wingspans in Division I basketball, is going to be tough. I'm not sure Alabama gets the win here, but if you're going to give me 4.5 points with this Bama team, that's exactly what I'm playing. It's definitely going to be one of my favorite plays as well. So Houston, let's see you win this game by 1, 2, or 3 points so I can cash my plus 4.5, and JD can get the money line for his parlay. JD, before we go over to the next game we're going to be breaking down today, Aiden has a question for us, and I will let you break it down first because you are the college basketball GOAT.
Yes. The answer there is yes. this whole week is just absolutely great. I mean, because like I said, besides actually like the actual like March Madness, and that's at the end of March Madness, what other time are you going to get one single day where you're getting this like type of games? Like there's just no other time. So yeah.
I feel the same too. We love the Thanksgiving week because we get a lot of football as well as college basketball. I love these in-season tournaments. Listen, I'm a Rutgers fan. Everybody knows that. So when Rutgers has a 10:30 tip tonight against Notre Dame, that's exactly what I live for. I absolutely love this week. I absolutely love it. And then tomorrow, we get Rutgers, Alabama, the big shebang. So I'm sure we'll have more to talk about when that does come about. But for your question, Aiden, we absolutely do love this part of the year. I mean, it's the best part of the year. NBA is really getting going. NFL, you're finding out who's going to the playoffs. College football, we're deciding the Heisman. We're deciding who's going to the playoff there. And college basketball, you're learning your favorite teams, the teams you think are going to be your ride or die teams going in for the rest of the season. So it really is a great time of year for all sports. Nick Castrucci is saying Duke money line. Let's go, Duke. We know how you feel about them, Nick. Potentially. We'll see what happens when we get to that game. And how do we feel about the over in this game? JD, we're still on this game. So what do you think about the over? What do you think about the total? 149.5 currently.
Yeah, as far as overs go, like I just think everybody knows that I like to play them. So actually, like I'm going to say that I actually lean to the under here. So that should really tell you something.
So I think if you like Houston in this game, you think it's an under game. If you like Bama in this game, you think it's an over
You
game.
think it's an over.
Yep.
Yep.
So I'm the opposite.
That is exactly right.
Yep. I lean Bama, so I think it's an over. JD is on Houston, so he thinks it's an under. So Joe, I know it's a little bit of a 50-50 there from the panel here, but that is how we're going to be answering that question. Let's keep it moving, JD, to the third college basketball game we're going to be going over today, which is going to be Kansas versus Duke. Shocker to everyone, I know. We are talking about the number one seeded Kansas Jayhawks taking on the Duke Blue Devils. And JD mentioned it earlier, but I do want to say it again. All four games we're covering today are going to be neutral site games. This is one of the Las Vegas tournament. So this is a game that'll tip off at 9 o'clock in Vegas. Kansas Jayhawks, 5-0 on the year. They're ranked first in the country for a reason. They've been fantastic. They've been led by Hunter Dickinson and his 18 points per game, 10.5 rebounds per game, and Harris Jr., the guard, is averaging 5.5 points per game. On the other side, it's the Cooper Flag show. When you look at team leaders, he is the team leader in points, rebounds, and assists. 18 points per game, 9 rebounds per game, 4 assists per game. Cooper Flag is the real deal, potential second overall pick after Rutgers star Ace Bailey. JD, what do you like in this game?
You know, we played Duke, I believe it was their last game. Yeah, I actually believe like you had them too there.
Yep.
And that was a game that I thought was going to be close. And Duke had that the end, just actually like the actual whole entire game. I believe they ended up beating zone. I think it was like 69-55. Just was not even close. But then coming into this game here, I mean, actually, that's a really big win. So then now have to play Kansas next. I mean, those are two really big games.
Yeah, they are.
But if you don't run numbers, like I said, if you don't do anything like that, if you just look at this line, you have the number 11th ranked Duke, and you have them favored by, what is the line now? Is it still 3.5, 3?
3.5.
3. Yeah, you have them favored over the number 1 ranked team. And actually, this is a neutral court game. That should tell you everything.
I agree.
The books are literally telling you everything there. You know, with that being said, this line to me does make perfect sense. I actually have Duke favored by a little over 5 points here. You know, Duke's defense is playing extremely well. Like I can't actually get over how like well like they are playing there. And to this game, just actually like last game, and I think that's what it's going to come down to. Kansas can definitely score. But as far as their defense this season is, you know, it's kind of
Yep.
you know.
Yep.
Because I believe to UNC, I believe they've let them put up like 89 points.
Yep.
There's a game where it actually looked like they were going to absolutely smash them, and then they blew that huge lead. You know, like they almost lost that game.
Yeah.
And like UNC is good. I mean, but they're not, you know, like I don't think they're great.
Sorry, Tar Heel. Sorry, Tar Heel
yeah,
in the comments.
yeah.
I know you're here right now,
Sorry.
too. We apologize.
Sorry. but that's where this game comes down to, is I think that Kansas will not be able to get stops, and I think Duke will. Um, as far as the points here, you can lay the points. I actually don't like mine that at actually all. But what I did was I did a parlay. I actually parlayed Houston, and I parlayed Duke. I got that at plus 152.
It's even higher right now. It's higher right now, plus 170 on FanDuel.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, yes, I absolutely love that.
There we go. This one, I agree with you 1,000%, JD. I'm all over Duke. I'm not taking the points, though. I'm taking the money line. It's currently at a minus 150. I'm not going to mess around with the point spread here. When you take a look at how these teams have done against the expectation this year, Duke is 4-1 against the spread, beating the average cover by 8 points per game. Kansas, 2-3. On average, they're not beating the cover by 2 points per game. They're missing it by 2 points per game. Kansas has not performed great this year. They really haven't. They haven't had a ton of big games. Their only really true tests were Michigan State and UNC. They played UNC Wilmington. They won by 18. They beat Oakland, which was, a fun story last year, but they don't have the same guys. And they beat Howard. Duke has had some impressive games. The Arizona game was a big win. The Kentucky loss was a big game, but I feel like that Kentucky loss was very big for a team with Cooper Flagg. Some young guys that they're going to need to learn to lose early. Get that loss out of the year early and then move forward with the rest of the year. Give me Duke on the money line at a minus 150. Definitely a play I absolutely love. Question for you, because I see a couple things in the chat here. Aiden's putting in Ken Palm has Kansas at 9, Duke at 4. Do you like Ken Palm's rankings? Do you use Ken Palm?
I mean, I like look at it. I don't have these teams ranked exactly like actually that, but they're not that far off. I believe me personally, I have Kansas at actually 10, and actually I have Duke at 2. So.
I respect that. See, I'm not a huge Ken Palm guy until later in the year. When it gets close to March Madness, I am a massive Ken Palm guy. But the way Ken Palm inputs his data is that freshmen don't impact the way he grades his teams until they've played, I believe it's 8 to 10 games. So if you're a team that has multiple starting freshmen and you're even in the top 25, Ken Palm could have you outside the top 100 because he's not taking into account the freshmen until after they played 6 to 8 games. And a lot of times after those 6 to 8 games, they are freshmen. It takes a little more time to get acclimated to the Division I college life that they may not be putting up their realistic numbers that they will be putting up at the end of the season. So for me, I'm not a huge Ken Palm guy now, but when it comes down to March Madness, I absolutely love the Ken Palm reporting. More comments here. We knew you were here, Tar Heel. I told you we're sorry, brother. Duke is puke is his signature line. So there we go. We got the Tar Heel signature line. I know you feel better about getting it in, Tar Heel, but let's see Duke get it done tonight. We're both looking for the money line here on the Duke side. Let's keep it moving, JD, to the final game we're going to be breaking down today, which is a great one. We saw one of these teams play an unbelievable game last night as well. That's going to be Auburn versus UNC. Auburn coming in 5th in the nation with an absolutely massive win last night over Iowa State. They won 83-81. North Carolina's coming in 12th in the nation. They're 4-1 on the year. They won yesterday against Dayton in a thriller, 92-90. It was a little close for their comfort, but they got it done. North Carolina's only loss on the season is to Kansas, which they did cover the game. All that being said, this is an extremely late tip. It is an 11 p.m. first tip. That's what it's scheduled for. We all know it's usually a little bit later in these tournaments, probably closer to 11:30. JD, I just said a lot. What do you like in this game?
Yeah, as far as both these teams, they actually played yesterday, and they both had great games. Auburn, that was a really good win, and then UNC, they were down to Dayton by it was at least 20 points. And then actually they stormed all the way back and actually won that one.
Yep.
So that was a very good game. This is the I believe we've been in Vegas for all of our other games.
Mm-hmm.
And this one is and then this one, like you said, this one's actually going to be in Maui. Most such people know the rims there. The rims are pretty loose.
Yeah.
And overs is just something that tend to come in here. So that's where there's where I went first here. I gave this out to clients. Well, first off, as far as the model goes, I actually had this game at actually 164. So then you have to put in everything else there that we just said. So it would be a little bit even like over that for Edge and me. You know, this total this morning was 159 and a half, and I actually gave that out to clients. And then it's now up to I think 165 and a half now.
Yep.
So I can't really give it out at actually that number now because that's just such a big move. But I will say, as far as these actually Maui games, as far as they keep going here, y'all just actually watch out for these. And usually, as soon as these numbers open up, these actually overs are actually going to be hit hard. So if you are looking at, if you're actually going to look at an over for any of these games, you need to be on it early because they are going to get steamed up. Or
You'll have bad CLV.
Yes, or either if you actually want to play the under, wait until right before the game goes, and then because you're going to get your best number then. As far as the side here, I have Auburn at minus 4.2, so that's pretty much exactly on here. I do think the Auburn is the actually better team. Not a huge gap here. I don't really see a real edge. If for the side, I hate to say it, but I would have to play the UNC side if I absolutely had to.
We're waiting for Tar Heel to let out his excitement in the comments.
Right. But it's just there's just so many really good games that as far as the side, I actually just actually want to stay away from this one. So yeah, as far as the over here for me, but like I said, the line has just moved actually so much now.
Yeah. Well, you may lean on the UNC side, and that's all fine and good. It's UNC plus 5.5. Take it to the bank because I'm all over it. Auburn last night played a very emotional game. That game versus Iowa State is going to absolutely drain that team. It came down to a very last-second buzzer beater shot that got them the 2-point win in a tie ball game. That game yesterday was taxing. It was exhausting. I know the Dayton, North Carolina game was a tiring game as well. It was also very close. It did not have the same magnitude of that Auburn-Iowa State game. It just didn't. I think that is going to take a physical toll on these guys. We may see Auburn come out hot in this game, riding the high off last night. And then as the game progresses, we may see that lead shrink and shrink and shrink and shrink until North Carolina overtakes them and gets the win. I think UNC does win this game, but I am playing with a little security. I'm taking the plus 5.5. So let's see UNC have a big performance. Tar Heel, my guy, I knew you'd be pumped up. I'm with you. Let's see UNC have a big game and get the outright win here. JD, it's going to do it for our 4-game breakdown today, but this is a special episode. We have a couple things we still have to do, but as we always do, we have some Black Friday sales to go over, so I'm going to read a couple of them here. First one we have is 1 year of VIP All Access for just $150. You are not going to see a better deal on the internet to get some of the best picks, not some of the best picks, the best picks in the industry if you want to win with the best community. Also, the friendliest community, the nicest community, and the most fun people to converse with in the Discord. Come join Moneyball Metrics. There's a great discount here for only $150 for a full year of VIP access. And one more promotion that I know a lot of people are excited about. I'm excited about this one. And there's a new service offering, which is going to be consulting sessions with Line Movers. If you guys want to learn how Line Movers breaks it down, how he goes over his model, how he finds out his angles, and the best way he likes to give out bets, make sure you take advantage of this offer. It's only $50 for a full 30 minutes of Line Movers. You can learn all his tricks, all his little trades, and learn how he uses this model to come up with some of the best picks in the business. Make sure you guys take advantage of this. I think it's a great promotion offered by Moneyball Metrics. And we have one more special surprise today. We have Mrs. LM jumping in to break a couple things down. I'm going to bring you on right now. Mrs. LM, welcome to Across the Board. How are you today?
Hey, guys. I'm good. How are you?
Oh, fantastic.
The show has been absolutely wonderful to sit back here and watch. The fun part about being the producer is listening to the back end comments that they make in their own little private chat, and it's hilarious to hear some of the things you guys have to say.
I plead the fifth.
Yep. I imagine you do. All right. So I am on here today because, as we have already discussed, it is JD's Line Movers, whatever you call him. It's his birthday. So happy birthday. I put together something for you that you get to hear me repeat this exact same thing in about 30 seconds. But yeah, I'm just going to shut up and start it. So here we go.
Here we go.
Maybe.
Hello. And to chop it up with you.
Hold on.
You're a great guy, a great friend, a great husband, and a great cat.
That's not what it's supposed to be. Please hold.
It's me.
It is you. Let's try that again.
Great freeze frame. Thank you so much for this flattering photo for everybody to get to stare at. For
so that's actually why we're all over here.
Appreciate
you get to
that.
see these real cool reactions. Okay.
Hey guys, happy Tuesday. You may or may not know this, but today is Line Mover's birthday. So with the help of some really amazing people, I was able to put together a video for him this morning, and I can't wait for you guys to watch it. And I really hope you enjoy it. So here we go.
What's up, JD, Mr. Line Movers, or whatever the hell your name is? It's your boy, Pork Chop, also known as Nick Castrucci, just in case Alpha Dog is watching this, since he can never pronounce my last name correctly.
Did you say Line Mover and Alpha Dog? Who are you talking to?
Babe, you know, Line Movers, JD, MoneyBall, Metrics. Never mind, just forget it. That's not what we're shooting this video for. Anyways, we are shooting this video because today is JD's birthday. That's right. 1988. That was a great year. I was 7 years old in 1988. Babe, do you want to know what one of the hottest songs was of 1988?
Wait, I was born in 1988. It's probably a weird song.
Babe, 1988, are you ready for this banger?
Happy birthday, JD. See you in December.
All kidding aside, JD, I hope you have an amazing birthday. Just like me, you also have an amazing wife, because I usually don't do stuff like this. But when Mrs. Line Movers told me that I had to make a video, I kind of got scared and I was like, I better make a video. So I love you guys, man. I hope you have a great day. Most importantly, fuck Alpha Dog. I'm just kidding, man. I love you guys. I love the Moneyball metrics. Pork Chop out. Peace.
JD, my brother, happy birthday, my man. It's an absolute pleasure every single day getting to hop on across the board, sponsored by Moneyball Metrics, and getting to chop it up with you. You're a great guy, a great friend, a great husband, and a great capper. I know everyone at Moneyball Metrics appreciates you. I appreciate you, and I'm excited to see what the next year holds for you. Happy birthday, my boy.
Hey, what's up, JD, aka Line Movers, aka College Basketball Goat. Just wanted to say happy birthday and let's fucking win.
Hey JD, happy 26th birthday. Hope you have a good one. Hope you win some bets this weekend and can't wait for Tuesday. Happy birthday, man.
JD, what's up, man? Wanted to wish you a happy birthday. You're a great guy. You're a great capper. Love you on the show. You're a great friend. Wishing you all the best. Enjoy your birthday, my brother.
Hey, what's up? Just want to give a happy birthday shout out to my man JD. It's been a blessing creating this business with you. This community is amazing, and I wouldn't be able to do anything without my right-hand man. So very special happy birthday to you. Enjoy your day, man, and let's keep cashing bets. You're one of the best in the business, and just want to give you a huge shout out on your birthday. Enjoy it.
Well, I'm not really sure how I'm supposed to go behind all of that because what everyone had to say was pretty perfect. Happy birthday, babe. I I know we're going to have an awesome day because I'm the one that planned it. And I can't wait until after the show. Love you.
Happy birthday, JD, from
Wow.
everybody. Seems like everybody had to get on, make time out of their day, and wish you a very happy birthday. You're appreciated by a lot of people, sir.
Okay, but
Yes, guys.
seriously, nobody was on the same page here. So how old are you? Are you 21? Are you 26? Are you 25? Because I've heard that today also. What are we doing here? Are you old? Are you a spring chicken?
Yes.
What you got going on?
Yes, I am definitely old now. Yes, I am. I'm actually now 36. And yes, thank you to everybody who did that. Yeah, I don't know, a little bit shocked here. Kind of don't really know what to say. That was a lot. But yes, thank you to everybody who actually got on there. Actually did that. That actually means a whole lot to me. So
Absolutely, bro. And guess what? We still have best bets to do today. So you're
Yes,
not
we
done
do.
quite yet, my brother.
We do.
There's still things we have to take care of. Mrs. Line Movers, thank you for hopping on. We appreciate you. And we all know you did a great job with that video. Fantastic. work.
Good recovery. My name's Shelby. That's what he was going for there.
Yeah,
was
I
calling
killed the
me
bag.
my actual
Yeah.
name.
Yes.
All
I
right.
had to keep it professional, though.
Have fun, guys.
Let's do it. JD, the good news, you said you don't want to talk right now. I could talk for a minute, so let's get into our best bets. And the best part about it is we got this cool little video. We're going to go over our best bets of the day. JD, it's your birthday. Do you want to go first or second?
I can go first here.
Big dog going first on his birthday. Let's get it. What you got?
We got Texas. We have Texas A&M. I believe you said that you can still get a -2.5.
Yes.
Out there currently. Yes. So let's make that a best bet, and then let's actually do that parlay for my other best bet. Let's take Houston and let's actually parlay that with Duke. I believe you said we can get that at about +170 currently.
Yep, that's exactly what it is. And guys, I'm going to be on Alabama plus the 4.5 as my best bet today. Get your phones out, take the screenshots. Here, the exact place today, JD, is on the Texas A&M Aggies 2.5. And Houston Duke moneyline parlay +170. Don't look at that +152. It's changed. +170. My best bet, Alabama plus the 4.5 before they have to get steamrolled by Rutgers tomorrow. Everyone, that's going to do it for the birthday show of JD/Line Movers and for the Tuesday, November 26th college basketball show. We hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you to everybody who was in the comments. Thank you to everybody who helped make that video possible. JD, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your birthday.
Thank you.
Woman in the back, great work with the video. I hope you enjoy the birthday with JD as well. And JD, as we always end this show, say something to the people.
Yeah, man. Still a little bit in shock here. I was not expecting all of that. But yes, thank you to everybody. Yeah, let's have a great day here. And tomorrow, this may change, but for one more show, I just have to do it. At the end of the day, we all want to do one thing, and let's fucking win.
Let's fucking win. You have all the good vibes on your side. You got that birthday energy, and let's sweep the board. We appreciate everyone, like I said, and we'll be back tomorrow. Same time, same place. And by the way, Nick, I heard that F-bomb you said to me. I'm not going to say it back, but I remember it. We'll see you all tomorrow. Peace.